it's just, you can't do it politically. You just literally cannot do it. Okay? Transparent financing, unless I have transparent financing, also transparent spending. I mean, this bill was written in a tortured way to make sure CBO did not score the mandate as taxes. If CBO scored the mandate as taxes, the bill dies. Okay? So it's written to do that. In terms of risk-rated subsidies, if you had a law which said healthy people are going to pay in, it made explicit that healthy people pay in and sick people get money, it would not have passed. Okay? Just like lack of transparency is a huge political advantage. And basically, call it the stupidity of the American voter or whatever. But basically, that was really, really critical to getting the thing to pass. And, it's the second best argument. Look, I wish Mark was right. We can make it all transparent. But I'd rather have this law than not.
Mr. Hoffer, you seem to have a fear about the rise of intellectuals in political life and power. Why are you so frightened of it?
Well, I'll tell you. First of all, I ought to tell you that I have no no grievance against the intellectual. All that I know about the intellectual is what I read in history, and what I saw, how I saw them perform, in our time. And I'm convinced that the intellectuals as a type, as a group, are more corrupted by power than any other human type. It's disconcerting, Mr. Severide, to realize that that businessmen, generals even, soldiers, men of action are less corrupted by power than intellectuals. And in my new book there, I think I elaborate again, and I gave an explanation why. You take a conventional man of action. He starts right if you obey, huh? But not the intellectual. He doesn't want just to obey. He wants you to get down on the knees and praise the one who makes you love what you hate and hate what you love. In other words, whenever the intellectuals are in power, there's soul raping going on.
Is that true in this country? I think it's true in Russia.
Well, in this country, the intellectuals are not in power. See? In other words, wherever the intellectuals are in power, you'll have an enormous pullulation of the supervisory personnel. And why? Because they have a tremendous contempt for the masses. The intellectual cannot operate unless he's convinced that the masses are lazy, incompetent, dishonest, that you have to breathe down their neck, that you have to watch them all the time. And this is where we are sitting pretty, Mr. Severide, because the masses perform only if you leave them alone like we. That's where we are at our best.
Yes, but in Britain, a great deal